So our journey in Japan this year is coming to an end, and I think we'll try to come back either the end of the year or winter with a student visa or something like that, a visa where we can stay longer for 6 months. But we're at the Imperial Palace like before. This time it's not November, so there's some sakura. It's April and it's quite nice, but we're about to just walk around a little bit and just talk about our experience with Japan this time around. We mentioned it a little bit in a different video, but for this one, I think it's going to be my last video here, since tomorrow I'll be with friends and I don't think I'm going to have the time to really record my thoughts and everything like that. So I will say that this time around, I feel like the experience was really, really good, but it was definitely different. Last year, I really focused on more so learning the language, as well as having good experiences with friends, making friends, doing language school, all that stuff. This time around, I was way more focused with actually like doing YouTube, as well as like doing music stuff in the beginning, the first month, maintaining certain routines like exercise, mostly in the first month. I definitely failed in some things, but I succeeded in others, especially with like just being consistent with creating things and trying to meet creative friends and whatnot, like going out and making that happen. So in a lot of ways, I feel like this phase of me being in Japan was very different, very, very different. Like not as good feeling as last year, where it was mostly just adventuring, exploring with friends, doing language school. It was truly an experience, honestly, last year. That's why I feel like maybe doing language school again might be good, because it does help with a lot of things with structure, especially, and meeting new friends and getting close with them. But it depends on what you want, I guess. And for me, I did want a more strict routine in terms of like getting some stuff done. But I still got to meet a lot of people, and I still got to make good friends and have good experiences with them, and also really explore Tokyo. So I think all in all, it was good all around. This area is quite nice with the sakura. Shidare Sakura is my favorite, so I just love this area. But yeah, we are finally going back to California, well, Korea first. And I'm feeling ready, feeling really ready to get back into like being consistent with piano, especially since I'm gonna have a piano, and also just like finishing off my audiobook. And I feel like I learned a lot. Like the biggest lessons after doing the whole YouTube challenge is that we really need to update the way we see things and like our goals and everything, and choose better goals. We've made videos about that already, so we're not going to talk too much about that. But we also learned a lot about ourselves, like things regarding friendships and relationships and all that stuff. Some things are a bit private, so I'm not going to like talk about it too much, but I feel like I've really, really grown and evolved as a person, especially like the way I see myself and the way I see how I interact with others. It feels more mature, it feels more confident, stronger in a lot of ways. And I think that's something that shouldn't be underestimated. I think that this whole process of recording myself, recording my thoughts, like just being comfortable talking all the time to the camera and sharing everything, I guess, except for, the private stuff that I mentioned. But also being comfortable with not sharing, right? Like not sharing, like I don't feel compelled to like have to share everything. It's just whatever I feel comfortable with. And I think I've gotten to a point where it's like it's very natural. And I was nowhere near this back then. Like it's like a habit now. It's like something I just do. That's a part of me. And I feel very glad about it because it helps me with processing so much, I think. And the past me, I feel, could not do this. And there were points in this trip where I felt like the strongest I've ever felt in terms of like my mentality, the way I thought, like what I was doing as well. And I experienced failure as well with the whole like YouTube challenge and trying to get back up from that, and really realizing that I need to focus on things that I have full control over, like creating products that can sell, creating products that I can practice marketing with and all that stuff and actually make real money off of. Those are big realizations and big pivots as well. So this really is another like new beginning, another transitional phase where I'm becoming a lot stronger, knowledgeable, experienced, especially experienced, I think. Like the experience with just seeing and meeting new people. And I feel like every time I meet new people, I get to learn new things about myself as well, because new people sort of bring different sides of me out. And when I get to experience those things, it feels like, wow, I'm surprised that I experienced that, thought this way, or did certain things where like I don't normally do that. So it's, yeah, I'll talk more about certain things later on when I've processed more, as well as also I don't want to accidentally blurt out anything I don't want to mention, because I respect like my friends' privacies a lot, and I don't want to intrude on that, and I always want to make sure that I don't want to say anything like they wouldn't want me to say, basically. So, but either way, I learned a lot by interacting with people, hearing their stories, all that stuff. It's just, yeah, I really feel like I would not have gained this experience or knowledge had I not come out here again, had I just been in my house or in my room in California. I think this past 3 months has really helped me grow a lot, and that is kind of the takeaway, really. So we are on to the next phase again, and I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be, again, a big growth period for me. Even though I am going to be in California, it's going to be more like focused, more like me focusing on accomplishing things versus the social aspect of learning about myself and interacting with other people and stuff like that. But we'll see. We'll see when we get back to California. But let's go ahead and close this thing off with this beautiful area. It's getting dark, so it doesn't look as beautiful on camera, but it's quite nice in person. All right, that's it for this one, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one, or the next few, where I'll probably do something in Korea and then back to California.